All right, hey there, welcome back to Excel VBA tutorials. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use GoalSeek to find the answer to an equation, and also how to assign functions such as GoalSeek to button controls in Excel VBA. All right, so here we're just going to do a little bit of an Antoine equation solver. And what we are going to do is try to figure out what the vapor pressure is at what the boiling point is. I'm sorry, boiling point, so the temperature. Here, I'll just clarify that real quick. We'll call this boiling point. So what the boiling point is of acetone, these are the Antoine constants for acetone. And we're going to try to figure out what temperature it will boil at a given pressure. So we're just going to use standard atmospheric pressure for this one because that'll kind of keep it a little easy. 760 is easy to remember. All right, so what we're going to do here is we have already defined we need our vapor pressure standard. So what we want is 760 atmospheric pressure. You can do any number you want and you won't get the same answer, but you will get the right answer. So here is the VPC, that is the calculated vapor pressure at temperature T, which would be this. So right now it's 115. So we just solved Antoine's equation for the vapor pressure by taking 10 to both sides. So 10 to the A minus parentheses B over T plus C. So if you want to follow along, you can make this little setup here. And then that should give you, so if you change that value there, it just changes the calculated vapor pressure. So then what you're going to want to do is you're going to need this nifty little box, which is the residual. The residual is, you can go either way. I personally like to go the standard. So what we're looking for minus what we're calculating. And what we want to do is we want to change this temperature until we get to 0 here. So that's when the vapor pressure that we're looking for equals the vapor pressure that we're calculating using this temperature. So if you want, you can go, okay, we're getting closer. Okay, we're getting closer. Okay, let's crank it up a little. Oh, we went way too far, way too far. Okay, 100, see, 60. Okay, we're getting much closer, 53, even closer. Okay, so we're bouncing up in negative. Let's go 58, negative to positive. So it's got to be around here. Okay, we're getting really close, 56.5. Little high, 56.3. Still a little high, 56.2. So we can guess all day if we want. But what if we automate it? Okay, so we'll go a little bit of ways because that'll make this a little more entertaining when we actually get it. So to do that, you're going to go to data, you're going to do a what if analysis and a goal seek. So goal seek, you input three things. Your set cell, so we want the residual to equal 0. That's when those cancel out by changing the value of this cell here. And then we hit OK. Boop. All right, there we go. Yeah, we were pretty close, 56.18. All right, awesome. We got it. So that is the temperature that acetone will boil at atmospheric pressure. Okay, awesome. So now let's say we change one of these numbers to 225. Okay, well, our residual is no longer 0, which means that this temperature isn't accurate. So if you want, you could go into data, you could run a what if analysis, but that's kind of painful. I mean, if you want to do this really quick and easy, if you're going to be constantly changing things for whatever simulation purposes, then, or if you want to do this in a bunch of different sheets, like say you want to do it 10 times, then what you can do is you can go over, you can hit developer, and then you record macro. So once we hit record macro, we are actually going to do the goal seek here, and then it's going to record it. So you hit record macro. We will call this goal seek. All right, so now it's recording. So we're going to go over to data, what if analysis, goal seek, set cell, residual. We want the residual to equal 0. And we're going to get there by changing the temperature. Zoop. All right, we got it. Then we go back to developer and we hit stop recording. All right, so now that we have the macro recorded, what that does is we can go into Visual Basic and look. It's made a little goal seek sub for us that we can now use with controls. So to add a button control, we go to Insert. We're going to click a button, and then a nifty trick to do is if you hit Alt before clicking, it will snap it to the grid size. You don't have to do that, and then you can end up with some funky stuff, but I like to use it. It keeps things nice and organized. We're just going to actually use the goal seek macro, and we will edit text and rename that to goal seek just for ease. All right, so now, as you see, it just says goal. If you're picky, what you can do is right click on it and then grab it. Okay, so again, Alt, and then click, and you can make it big. That way it shows goal seek. All right, so let's say you assigned the wrong macro or forgot to. If you right click it and then go down to assign macro, you can pick what it does. There's lots of different commands. You can make your own macros, but we're just going to keep it as goal seek for now. Hit OK. And then let's change this to 23. Okay, so now as you see the residual is really high, what we're going to do is just click it, and there we go. We've got our answer. You can do this with lots of other functions. You can even make your own macros. So let's say you want to make a function that does this exact thing. You would make the macro, go in and assign it. That's pretty much how you use a button control. In some later videos, I'm going to show you how to actually make your own subs to use a function like I showed you in the last video. You just hit equals and it works. But buttons actually execute subs, which you can do different stuff in. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and do something awesome.